Watch my video about the chicken and the egg debacle. Pre-election, the Democrats mocked regular Americans for complaining about the price of groceries. Right before Trump takes office, the Biden administration kills over 100 million chickens to supposedly fight the bird flu. The effects of this, of course, caused egg prices to rise in the first month or two of Trump's administration. The Democrats then turn around and try to use this as ammunition to attack Trump. Now prices are dramatically falling. I wonder what talking points the Democrats will use next. Remember before the election when all of us regular Americans were complaining about the prices of groceries, prices of eggs, and the inflation that was hitting our wallets hard? Remember how the elitists would laugh at us and would mock us for having these complaints? Oh, you'd rather pay less for groceries when democracy's at stake. Well, look at how the Democrats have changed their tune.
They've made egg prices great again, if you like high egg prices.
And Elon's wallet.
You know what else is up? Egg prices.
And the cost of eggs is through the roof, if you can even find any to buy.
So Donald Trump, when we complain about the cost of eggs, you tell us to shut up.
My local Costco was out of eggs this weekend. We ended up paying $14 for 18 eggs.
Oh, yeah. Now the Democrats suddenly care very deeply about the price of eggs, something they've been lampooning us about when we complained. Well, let's hear the truth of the situation.
As far as the egg shortage, what's also contributing to that is that the Biden administration and the Department of Agriculture directed the mass killing of more than 100 million chickens, which has led to a lack of chicken supply in this country, therefore a lack of egg supply, which is leading to the shortage.
So common sense would dictate that when the supply is cut down, prices rise. I mean, this is one of the most easily understandable things that anyone could understand, even a 10-year-old. But just to show the people in the back what happens when a country calls millions of chickens, let's look at the recent example of Japan. Right, folks?
Some 17 million chickens have been culled. Not only did the enormous culling lead to a shortage of burial space, it also caused a massive decline in egg supply, and prices shot through the roof.
17 million chickens caused the price to skyrocket through the roof in Japan. Now, when a country calls, Caroline Levitt just said 100 million, but RFK says 160 million, what do you think happens, people? Prices shoot through the roof. And that was obviously the doing of the Biden administration, in December? But anyway, so now we have that established. Let's look at the wisdom of culling millions of chickens in the first place to combat the bird flu.
The question is, should you cull those flocks? Most of our scientists are against the culling operation. They think that we should be testing therapeutics on those flocks. They should isolate them. You should let the disease go through them and identify the birds that survive, which are the birds that probably have a genetic inclination for immunity. And those should be the birds that we breed like the wild population.
Right.
Right now, the White House strategy is to repopulate those farms that have been depopulated. We've killed 166 million chickens. Wow. That's why we have an egg crisis.
When people are already struggling because grocery prices aren't going down, they're going up under this administration.
Literally, the day this liar says this, we get this news.
Good piece of news we just got in the last day or two is that the average cost of a dozen eggs has now gone down $1.85 since we announced our plan about a week and a half ago on February the 26th. So listen, we're going into Easter season. This is always the highest price for eggs. We expect it to perhaps inch back up, but a good piece of news since we released our plan about a week and a half ago.
So yes, we see the old familiar playbook used by the Democrats. Do something incredibly stupid and ignorant to hamstring Donald Trump. Donald Trump tries to fix it. Democrats blame and try to denigrate Donald Trump while he tries to fix their mess, Democrats seethe and ignore the fact that Donald Trump just cleaned up the mess that they just made.